Oh, what's going on, everybody? Z here. Welcome back to some more Mine Mogul. Today we're continuing the mine. We got to expand it. We got to do things. We've got to unlock the rod extruders because apparently I do not actually have that quest unlocked. So that's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to start with that, and then hopefully we're going to get everything else set up. So yeah, we got to start off with getting some copper plates, and then we should be able to get the rod extruder. So I believe our system is ready to go for the most part. We're going to do a couple quick things just to kind of like get it going so we can make these we can make this stuff. So let's see, we need to place, I think we're gonna place one right here. We're gonna place one of these guys, and then we need to be able to bring any item that is not being sent or split from here to our output over here. Now originally I was thinking that we could run this around. We could loop it. It would go this way, and then it would just like hook back into here somehow. However, I don't feel like we want to send all of the excess items through these sorter things again. So we need a way to kind of like turn these around and send them back that way. That's what I'm gonna try to figure out how to do here. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a blast. So let me grab. Do we have the sloped rollers? Because we could use some sloped rollers. Yes, roller, conveyor, slope. We also have corner. Let me get like a bunch of those. Let me get some of these corners. We'll see if we can make these corners work for us. I have not used these corners a whole lot. So let me see here. What do we have? So there's our slope. There's our corner. Ooh. Actually not too bad. Let's see. Can I go like this and like this? Darn, one more. Oh, that's fine. Here, let's do this. Get rid of this right here, and then this right there, and then up. Now, the small problem here is that I was actually going to possibly do 2 levels here above these as needed. So let's actually not run that line that way. Let's try to get extra crazy with it. And let's go this way. Like, is this a thing that could work? Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Maybe? I feel like that one might be in the way a little bit. That'd be like oh, you know what? Hold on. Let's do this. Idea. Great idea, actually. It's the most fantastic idea. Let's just put a little thing here. And then let's go this way. And then we'll go back this way. And then we'll use our slope again. Oh my gosh. That's beautiful. Look at that absolutely gorgeous piece of engineering marvel. It is. That's a good thing. I like that. Why I didn't use that in my last place. Also there's a there's a spot there. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Okay. So let's go ahead. Ooh, it's gonna be kind of hard to get stuff in and out of like regularly because like we have to kind of like throw stuff in there all the time. We literally cannot go back further this way though. Like we don't have a choice. So should we just send it with that? Let's just send it with that. It'll be fine. Okay, so then let's see, maybe like one more here and then a turn. Right? Oh, no. What about right here? Yeah, and then just falls into here. Okay, that should work. Actually looks kind of cool. I like that. All right. So there's that. Let's go and get rid of these. That'll work for now. If we need to change anything, we can. I'm not super worried about it. Okay, so we did all this. You know what? I just realized I have 0 input so far. I actually don't have any inputs going into our hopper here, our bulk sorter. So I need to get those set up. And we need to go get some miners hooked up because like we need to do all of the things. All right, so there's our little deal. Boop, 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 into here. And then there's our input. Okay, so we need to go ahead and input. We need copper actually. So I think what we'll do, actually here, let's grab this. I'm gonna take this piece and then we're gonna switch it to, where's like the multi one? Oh, you know what? It's walled. So it's not really, that'll work. Okay, we'll just do that. And then we'll bring this into here. For now, that should work. And then actually we can send this one back in here. Oh yeah, this will work. This will work wonderfully. So let's see. Let's go ahead and we will do. You know what? Is a corner here too much? It might be too much off the get go. So let's just go like that, and then like this, like that, like that, like this. Not incorrect. This there. Okay, and then we'll send this one this way. Perfect. Beautiful. Actually, why would I do that when I could just literally have a merger right here? Yeah, I agree. I don't know what I was thinking there. So it is what it is there. Perfect. Beautiful. We'll just switch this out for a corner and call it a day. Cool. So there's copper. So copper should be good. This iron node should be good. We should try to go ahead and hook up these iron nodes as well. And actually what we're going to do is we're going to reverse all of these belts. And we're going to go the opposite direction. We're going to send them this way. Hook into here. And then we should be able to go ahead and get gold onto those. Yeah, we should be able to get a whole bunch of this stuff set up and like get stuff rocking and rolling. This is gonna be good. I'm excited. There is our belt for here. You're gonna have to move just a little bit. Perfect. There's our new little post there. Okay, so basically this way around here, and then I have this ready so we can go ahead and connect that into here. So that's gonna give us some iron and some coal. And then we should be able to get some gold over here. I'm gonna go ahead and just deconstruct a bunch of these things because like I don't even know what's going on right here. All right, there we go. Everything's gone right here except for this. So we have some miners here. Oh my gosh. See all this stuff? This stuff can be sent this way. We don't even we don't need to do all this again. You know what? Should we just, yep. Yes, we should. We're just gonna, all of it. It's going. Okay, so we've got these two gold miners here. We need to bring them down around over here, connect into this one, go this way, down around over here, connect into this one, go this way, and then boom, right into here. Because this is the main system. I like it. Oh, we actually have a miner right here we could hit into as well. You know what? We'll just put we'll put a merger right here. Yeah, we'll just throw a merger right there. That'll work there. Perfect. Okay. Also, we haven't hit any large nodes, right? Yes, good. Okay. Gotta keep in mind, large nodes are still a thing. They're like a wonderful new thing. And, oh, come on. Of course I messed up like the last one. There you go. Perfect. Okay. So, all of these should be hooked up. So we got gold and coal there. We'll have a coal node there. Coal iron? Coal gold. And then gold. Okay. So that should be gold, iron, coal, and then copper. I think everything's hooked up. Like we have a little bit of everything. So we should be able to go ahead and start up our machines. I'm not going to go through and I'll start all miners just because we have a lot of miners that are not ready to go. So many miners not ready to go. So let's go ahead and start you. And then we have these two here. So turn that one on and turn this one on. Oh, look at that. Here comes the copper. Absolutely amazing. Now let's also go ahead and turn this one on. We'll turn on these, all these guys. You know, I'm just saying, we made it down to like $500,000. We are not sitting pretty. We need more money. All right. So there's all of those. Fantastic. Doing their thing. Now, let's go set up the copper because we need to make copper plates. And I'm hoping, oh my God, I forgot about this part right here. This little part right here. I'm really hoping that this works out and that this, I hope everything's set up right. Okay, our first little bits of iron. Oh, I forgot about the chutes. Shoot. Let me see here. So let me grab this one. And then, okay, so there's that one. And then do we have, what is this, the bottom chute? So bottom, well, did I only have one? Are you serious? My gosh. We already have something dirty coming through? What the heck? What? How did, oh. Do I not have a little up there? I must not have. Okay, are we good now? All right, I think we might be good. Okay, sorry. Let's go buy this stuff. Let's get the chutes. I forgot about the chutes. So here's a couple chutes. We're gonna get these set up because these are gonna just help line things up. Let's see. Squeeze through here. All right, so we'll get one right there. One right there. One there. And then we also want one maybe right there. Maybe? Okay. All right, so how are things looking? Have we had anything come through yet? I don't have molds on literally anything yet. Oh dear. Oh no. I have no molds on anything right now. And I need lots of molds. Okay. So being that we have so much money, I guess we can go ahead and just like literally buy the, oh wait, do we not have them? Oh, we don't have the double ingot mold yet. Okay. So I guess let's get, let's see, we have what? 1, 2, 3, 4. Each one has 3. Okay, so let's get 8. Let's get like 8 ingot casting molds and 4. Now let's just do all ingots. I just love how we are making nothing right now. Like it's just so fantastic. Just making all these nasty, shapeless ore things. Okay, so all of our ingot casts are back in there. Now, we need to, oh, hold on, we gotta let this polish first. And then we need to send polished copper in here so we can make copper plates. Perfect. So now that goes in here, that gets split, that makes plates, plates go through here, awesome. Everybody is super happy about this. Now, we can get our copper plates, that'll get us the rod extruder, because we need 2 more still. And then we get those set up. Now, this is where we got to start working on the next phase, because the next phase after this is pipe rollers. Now I have 3 of those. So let me go and lay these down because I keep forgetting. Okay, so we should be able to do like 1 and then flip it. And then I don't actually remember how we had these on the other one. You know, I'm almost wondering if like 2 of these would be enough to keep up with everything. Like, I feel like it might. I actually feel like 2 of those might be enough. You know, so like if I get this, we place this here. And then let me take these. Let me see what we can do here. So obviously we still have an output right here that we need to do something with. But like, can we do... Well, hold on. Where's those corners at? It's like we have that. And then we have 1 here. And then, I mean, I guess we have this. I could go that way. And then boom. Straight this way, maybe? That would be 2. Is 2 enough? Maybe. It could be. It might not be, but it could be. I think we try it, and we just go from there. All right, so now I just need to do some output stuff here. Which it actually looks like everything should work out okay. And then that's pipes, and then we need rollers and threaders, but I don't know if 2 is going to be enough. All right, so that goes there. That's going to deliver our pipe that way. And then this, oh man, you know what? I think it's just take the simple way out, you know what I mean? Just like send it, right? There it goes. Awesome, okay. So that is our pipe setup done-ish. Unless we need to double it, then it's gonna be a problem. Okay. How are we looking on the copper plates? 25 of the 40. Do we have the threader unlocked yet? Rod? No, we don't have that yet. So what is the threading lathe actually locked behind? Right there. So polished steel rod, polished copper pipe. So we need to get to this stuff. Okay. And then this is going to give us the threading lathe. So polished steel rod, copper pipe. Okay. Well, I mean, you know what? That's fine. We should be able to get that going here pretty soon. Let's let our copper plate thing finish. We'll get the rod extruder set up. Should work. All right, copper plates, let's go. This should be the last ones. Come on. 38, 39, 40. Yes, we've done it. We should now have the, where are you at? The pipe, the rod extruder. Okay, cool. We need 2 more of those. So now we'll set those here. We're gonna hope that they actually set here. They should. No, darn it. Oh, terrible, horrible, awful disasters. Okay, so we need to go over by 1. Unless I went this way. Nope. That is mildly inconvenient. Oh, you know what? Actually, that I just flipped the side on here. This still works. Okay, cool. So there's all that. Now, this is going to give us our rods. However, I don't think we can go through here. Oh, we can. Oh, but you know what? We can't go through here. And because these are like they are, we actually need to go like this with each of these. So we're gonna have to go back this way around. Oh, actually, this actually presents a really interesting opportunity for us. So let me see here. This. Can we actually do... No, that's not going to work there. Okay, so we're going to need to go up a little bit. And then... Oh, gosh. I don't think this is going to work. Oh, my gosh. It actually did. It's actually kind of working. Okay, and then we send it this way. Now, the reason this is actually kind of exciting is because when it comes to the threading lathe, my idea is that what we'll do is we'll move this and we'll set up one of these here like this, and then we'll set up platforms somewhere, and then we can send this over the top of those. That's kind of cool. That's kind of neat. I like that. I just realized though this thing. Oh, I think this might be the way. Hold on, let me see. Yep, fantastic. Of course it is. Okay, I have to bring this out by one. That rock thing, this thing right here. This is a major inconvenience. I don't like you. I want you to go away. I had to bring it out by one because I think what we're gonna have to do here is we're gonna have to send it this way, and then we have to go this way, and then this way, and then we can continue it straight on like this. And then from there, what we do is we go like this, like that, and then voila, that goes onto there. Now, that is on the output line, so I should be able to go ahead and just set this up, basically do exactly like I said before. We set this up here, and then we can put foundations or whatever on top of this, and we can do threading up here. But that sends everything through here, which is like an output line, which goes all into here anyway. So this is going well. I like this. This seems like it's working decently. So threading lathe, we need polished steel rod and polished copper pipe. So what I'm going to need is I'm going to need copper from here. I'll take that. All right, so there's that. So this is going to give us our polished copper pipe, and then we need steel rods. So I need to get some steel through here. And then we'll go ahead and send the steel in here, and then through this, and then whoop, up and around. Man, those corner rollers are actually quite nice. Okay, so there goes that. I wonder how the corner rollers are gonna play with the rods. All right, so there goes the rod. I'm curious to see how this... I mean, it looks like it's working pretty good. Yeah, it looks good. It looks like it flows nicely. Oh, yeah. That looks real nice. Mm-hmm. And then through the sorter. And then it should hopefully just nice and fall right on there. Awesome. Yes. Okay, good. Winning. Now, if I don't want to like have it fall, I could just run a whole nother line out, but sweet. I like it. I like it indeed. Okay, so we need a 80 polished steel rod and then 120 copper pipe. So while this is doing this, because like, you know, I don't have anything to do here, let's go ahead and let's get everything else set up. Let's get some more miners going in here, because this is our setup. This is the main system. We're going to run everything into here. Oh yes, no more of this, you know, separate systems running everywhere else. Oh no, 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 no. We're gonna run everything in there. We're gonna drop those frames. We currently have 399 active ore physics objects. That is beginner's numbers. We can't have that. We need to be pushing that 2,000, 2,500 number, or we're not doing it right, you know? Okay, so we're obviously gonna have some main lines coming through here. So let's get this hooked up. Let's get this part figured out real fast. This should be fairly easy. We're just gonna go literally like this. Nothing crazy here. But we're gonna use chutes for this, I think. So I want a bottom chute. Do I not even have any? Oh, right here. So I want a bottom chute. I think like right here. And then I need a top chute. Actually, we need to Need to expand this out a little bit more. All right, so then the top chute goes... Nope. I knew I was gonna mess that up. All right, come on. Get out of here. Okay, so top chute goes right there, and then we just need to connect those up. So let me go get some middle conveyor pieces. Not conveyor pieces, chute, the regular chute pieces. All right, and then there's that. Okay, so we're gonna use the chute for that. Hopefully that'll work out good. Now, we got a lot of disassembling to do because we were making stuff everywhere, which is fantastic. That's great for, like, you know, things, but we're not doing those things. We're just moving ore now. Okay, so this side with all this copper looks pretty good. That is all good there. That is running up here onto this main line right here. Now, this line right here probably should be walled. So I'm going to go ahead and redo this whole line right here and put walled conveyors in, because that just seems like we're going to need walled conveyors there. And then all of these rollers also don't need to be here. All right, so there's that first line hooked up right into there. I went ahead and put a little merger right there because I think we're going to have some stuff coming from this side. So we'll go ahead and actually, you know what? Let me just set that up right now. Look at that. It was already ready to go. Like, didn't even have to do anything. Ta-da! Okay. So there's that line. I think we're ready to start these up. Let's go ahead and start these up. So those ones are going. That's going to give us more copper. And then we've got all of this stuff over here. I'm trying to kind of just do like one area at a time. Oh my gosh. We got so many belts and stuff like that going because we were producing items and then we had like issues like moving the items, and it was just it was a wonderful time. Oh. These are heavies. So that's going to change a little bit of stuff for us. We're going to need ore crushers here. So we're going to have a line, an ore crusher in the line here. You know what? I'm going to leave that alone for now because, yeah, let's just not mess with that. Let me just go ahead and take all this stuff out of here. And then we'll come back to ore crushers. Now, we also have some more heavies over here. So I might leave those alone for just for now. Yeah, we might come back and hit up a bunch of this stuff later. So that all looks fine-ish. Let's see, this area down here. Okay, so like these ones right here, we could definitely hook these machines up. These machines aren't doing a whole lot of anything. So we can get that one going. That one's already ready there. That's a heavy, so we're not going to mess with that one yet. But we should be able to turn these on. This must have a high, yeah, diamond 1%. That's okay. All right. All right, so there's those. And then that runs up there. Ooh. Yeah, we probably had to come over because of that rock right there. I was gonna say, like, man, we could probably make this look nicer if we just went over by one and came straight up through here. But you know what? It's fine. It's fine. It doesn't have to be beautiful. Not right now, anyways. Okay, that looks good. Looking good. All right, so how are we looking for our stuff? Polished steel rod. We're at 74 of 80, so that's almost done. And then the polished copper pipe, we are like halfway. That should speed up, though, because we did just activate that copper, the additional copper stuff, so. Oh, I completely forgot about this stuff up here. Let's see what we got. We've got, oh my gosh, there's a whole, hold on. We gotta clear all this out. I'll tell you right now, the hammer is like my favorite tool. It's a good one. Okay, so we got an iron coal node right here. Can we go this way? Oh, we also have that one. Ooh. I guess I didn't remember that spot. Yeah, we have that spot there. How could we realistically get this to there? All right, well, guess what? I know how we can, I know how we're gonna realistically do it. It's gonna be interesting. So let's see here. Let's get our output from this. And then it is going to be a little zigzag. A little zigzaggy. Okay, and then what we'll do is we'll just head this way with it. That should work. And then we go this way. And then we go boom over here. This factory is gonna look wild. That is just how it's gonna have to be. And then I want this right there. And then I want the bottom underneath of that. So right there. And then, yeah. We'll have a nice little chute right there. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. And then what we'll do is we will hook into this. So let me see here. Let me grab this one. Where is our walled merger? Our walled merger will go from here like this. And then what we'll do is we will try to get up here. We're going to send this guy immediately this way. I'm going to hope that we can go through here. Oh, we can indeed. Okay. And then we are going to need some slopage. Some serious slopage. All right, so there's that. Grab ourselves a corner. Grab ourselves this one. All right, there is that. All of that just for 2 more miners. But you know what? Every bit counts. So turn that on. Turn that on. So there's 2 more miners going. Awesome. Okay. Things are rocking and rolling. I like it. So that covers these. We do have one here and right there. So, you know what? Actually, this one straight up, hook right into that, call it a day. That one straight up, hook right into this one. Oh yeah, easy. Easy peasy. Let me grab this. Hook that one there. Oh, this one in here is gonna be tricky. But let me start with this. So I'm just gonna get this one hooked up to start with, like that. And then all we should have to do is something like this. Where's our merger? All right, so there's our merger. Combines this, put this, awesome. Now, oh, we also need that there, and then we need to get a drill for that, which we will. This one might be a little tricky. So can we go like this, and then it looks like we can slope up right away. Is that going to cause an issue here? It doesn't look like it will. You know what? I am going to be safe. We're just going to go straight out onto that. And then we'll grab a turn here and then go straight basically all the way over there. But I'm going to need more. I'm going to need more conveyors. I'm going to need lots more conveyors. Now, there's a couple ways we could do this. We could just turn and drop it onto there. But you know we're not going to do that. Oh, no, no. We're going to do this. We'll grab that. We'll grab our walled merger. I am now out of walled mergers. I need to get some more. And then we'll do a turn here. So that way it looks all nice. Okay, cool. Let me grab some more walled mergers, and then we'll grab the 2 drill bits that we're going to need, which I don't even have the inventory space for those currently. All right, so we got these. We'll go ahead and place one in there. Excuse me. Thank you. And then are we good on our... Yes. Okay, I think we are good now. I think we can get our threading lathe. So now we can hook up the threaders. This is going to be interesting because we did determine that 4 of these can run 8 threaders. So we're gonna have to hook up 8 threaders. It'll be cool. Okay. So let's go into here. Let's go into machines. Threading lathe. We're gonna get 8. It's $176,000. That's okay. That's fine. Oh my goodness. We're gonna need a very large area for splitting these things. So conveyors. How many roller splitters do I already have? I have 4. So we're gonna need... Good God, we're gonna need a lot. Okay, let me just start here and let me work my way out and see how this is gonna work. Ooh, okay, so we need to go. There's that. There's this, and then this, and then this one. Oh, because that's gonna give us 1, 2, and then we need to split between another one. Okay, hold on. We're gonna have to. Where'd my hammer go? Get over here. So actually, we're gonna move this back. I think we're gonna need as much space as we have here. We'll put this there, and let's fix our roller. We'll put the roller there. All right. So now we are going to need this on that side. And then this one. And then this one. No, I already did that wrong. I literally just did what I did before. Okay. Can I use these? Oh, this is going to be interesting. I don't know if this is going to work for me. So we need one there. And then one here, but then we need another one. We need to go back this way and then like back this way. Is this a thing? Ooh, I don't know. We'll see. Okay. No, darn it. It needs to be over by 1. Okay, let me redo this. That takes up too much room. That will not work for us. Okay, is that any better? Like, I feel like I literally just made the same thing but more complicated. No, it did work. Okay, so by using this shenanigans, it actually worked. And then I need 1, 2, 3. I need 3 more of the roller conveyors. Splitter deals. All right, so this one. Let's see. So there. Oh my gosh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's it. That's all we needed. And then our 8 threading lathes. However, we do have to get, because they can't sit on nothing. So we need to set up platforms here. So let's go into building. Let's go into scaffolding 2x2. Let's get just 10 of those. And then let me see. These need to be right here. So okay, it needs to be like 1 below. Where's our scaffolding? Did I grab it? Yes. Where it is? It's right here. Okay. So it needs to be like right there. Is that going to cause any issues? I don't know. It might. Okay, so there's those. So now it should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's it. That's all. That's it. Is that going to cause issues there? Can I use the wrench on these? Oh my gosh. You could use the wrench on the foundations? Oh my gosh. So they're floating? I like it. Oh, I love it. Wait, what happens if you use them on this? Okay. All right, so those are floating. They are de-hovering. It's fine. And then all we need to do is output the output of those. Basically, hold on. My factory is going, it's kind of crazy now. So the output of these, does this sit below this? Oh my gosh, it does. And guess what? Our output line is already over here. So we literally just need to go like this. Grab one of these. And then I'm going to use a sloped conveyor. I'm going to take it down just a little bit, so it's not falling so far. And that's it. We now have, as far as I think, we have everything set up. We have pipes. We have threaded stuff. We have plates. We have rods. We've got it. We've got it all, baby. So, iron threaded rod. Okay, so let's take the copper plate out of there. Let me grab iron. Ooh. I need iron. We need iron in here. Okay, so we don't need steel anymore, so we can pull the steel out. Oh, I need those. I need an iron. Give me. Give me. No. No, give me the iron back. Okay, iron. Okay, so there's the iron, and then the iron is going to go through here. It's going to turn into a rod, and then we need to take the iron rod and put it up here, so that way it can become a threaded iron rod. Is that an iron rod? Or is that steel? That might have been iron, or it might have been steel. That's iron. Okay. I'm actually kind of curious to see if this is going to work. Like, it looks like it should be set up to work. Okay, so this goes into here. And then that's it. I don't feel like we have very much iron coming in. Like, where's all the iron? I mean, there's some. We got to go get mining some more nodes here. Like, this is just pathetically slow. First iron rods. Let's go. This way. This way. Yes, onto here. Okay, very nice, very nice. Back onto there, then split again. Yes, split again. Okay, and then go into here, and voila. Now it's gonna become threaded. And then we wait. Threaded rod done. Output to here. And that's it. We've done it. The threaded rod is real. It exists. We've made it. Here, let's go and put some lights in here, maybe. There we go. Oh, nice. You know what? I gotta say, this actually worked out pretty good. Oh, we need steel pipes. So here, let's get rid of the copper. And we'll grab some steel, maybe. All right, there's the steel, and then we'll throw the steel plate in here. We'll make some steel pipes. And then iron threaded rod is on the way. All right, so there is our steel plate. We'll throw that right in, into here. Get in there. Okay, there. Come on, there we go. Okay, so that's gonna give us. Nah, we're gonna get a junk one to start with. That's fine. Also, we need more lights. We must be able to see everything. I like our little hidden areas and stuff like that. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of these. Yeah, there we go. All right, there's our steel pipe. We just need 160 of those. How's our lines looking over here? Like our input lines? Are we getting full? Oh, wow. What are we at? We're only at 747. I think that has to do with just the size of the map. The size of the map is like a lot smaller, so taking ores from one area all the way to the other, not quite as a big deal. Yeah, this looks great. Oh my gosh, I love it. We've done it. We did it. I mean, like, all we need to do now is to hook onto every mineable node and get them all sent over here. But like, that's it. We can make everything now. The only thing that we haven't made, and the only thing that we can't get really right now, is actually the quartz, because we need to use the heavy crushers and all that stuff. So we'll have to do that as well. Uh-oh, we've got okay, there we go. Whew. It was a catastrophe. Not good. Not good at all. But yeah, we have everything set up. We got pipes, plates, threaded rods, threaded or just regular rods, ingots. I believe we have gems of all sorts. So yeah, very exciting stuff. But that's gonna end this episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, like, subscribe, all fun things. If you want to see the rest of it, leave a comment, let me know. Like I said, basically the only thing left to do is really hit every node and get the ore crushers going and get quartz going. So leave comments, let me know what do you guys think, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye everybody.